It's a tiny bug, but it's causing big problems. Health officials are warning that cases of Lyme disease are on the rise in Canada. It's transmitted by black-legged ticks. Estimates suggest thousands of Canadians could be infected. Joining us now is Rossana Magnotta. She's the president and founder of the Magnotta Foundation for Vector-Borne Diseases, and she is also with the Canadian Lyme Disease Foundation. Thank you for coming in to talk about this. This is an incredibly difficult story for you, but the reason why you got involved in the first place is because you lost your husband to this.
Yes, it was. It's a very horrific story, one that many Canadians are experiencing. Gabe was an avid outdoorsman, and he loved the outdoors. He would go hunting and fishing and camping. He loved his dogs, his English setters, and he often frequented different provinces. He had just come back from a couple of trips, one east, one west of Canada, and he started to feel that he just wasn't he was off and he was fatigued.
This is 2006? Or three, okay.
2003. And one thing after another started to happen. He started to have balance problems, eye issues. His eyes were red, and he started to have double vision. He had brain fog, headaches, short-term memory loss. His neurological symptoms started to accelerate, and we just couldn't get a handle on it. Doctors didn't know what was happening. He went from one doctor to another, neurologist to another neurologist, because his symptoms are so neurological. They were hoping to describe his symptoms with a disease like MS or Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, but it just didn't fit in the description in terms of the testing. So
you kept pushing.
Absolutely. Wife says, my husband's an outdoorsman. I think he has Lyme. I think he's been bit by a tick. Can we follow the infectious route? And they kept on going after the inflammatory side or the autoimmune side. And we lost a lot of time. I can't tell you. He suffered for almost 5 years with no treatment. And it was like a black hole back then. There wasn't much spoken about Lyme disease. I had got involved with Lyme, and I became a director for Ontario for the Canadian Lyme Disease Foundation, and I had access to some incredible work and research, and they helped me, and I ended up taking him to Germany, to the US, and we did eventually get diagnosed with Lyme disease, but we started to treat him aggressively, and of course with aggressive anything, you know, it's a hard journey.
Sure. And he had been sick for so long already.
Yes, and it just took his life away. The problem was that we got tested in Canada, but it came back negative. And after questioning it over and over again, I started to understand, because of my diagnostic strengths, I understand the testing part, and I started to realize that they're testing for Borrelia burgdorferi is one strain, and there are many strains in Canada. And so basically our diagnostic testing is faulty. We need to open it up. We need to be able to test for a variety of strains so that we can treat people humanely and get them treated and get their lives back, because they're losing it.
And that's why you've been on this journey to make sure people are aware of it, or at least raise awareness. And you brought we just got a couple seconds left, but you brought a tick kit that is available. And just tell us briefly what's in it.
Well, there's everything that you need in order to remove the tick. There's cotton, there's swabs, there's a little container that you can send your tick away, and it tells you where to, how to send it, where to send it in the little package. It actually shows you the sizes of the ticks, and you begin to realize how tiny they are.
Yeah.
And they're basically like a little tiny poppy seed. And so often you don't see them on you, and they bury themselves in you for like days. So, and they don't come off because they cement themselves in underneath your skin. So in order to remove them, you have to use either the tweezer or the other apparatus here to pull them out. And I know that you're probably showing a video of how to pull it. It's really important that people pull it out, that they don't actually decapitate the tick, and therefore it's left within the skin.
And it's still in there. There's, I mean, and these tick kits are available?
Yes, actually, if you go to the Magnotta Foundation website, tell you where you can buy them directly, and you can order them online. Lyme as well orders, you can order online. So we have thousands of these kits for Canadians if they wish to buy them.
And there's great information about it, making sure that you advise to go to your talk to your doctor about this as
It's
well.
really about the testing. We really
Yeah.
need to improve the diagnostic side, and that's what the G. Magnotta Foundation wants to do. We want to establish a research program that will address diagnostic and treatment for Lyme disease in this country, so that all those patients, all those Lyme patients in Canada can be treated humanely and quickly and get their lives back, because what is happening out there is insanity.
It's amazing that you are doing this to raise awareness after your story, and thank you kindly for coming in and sharing it with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.